back to News Geelong as we move into the world of Geelong sport with our own Mitch Scoop Cleary.
Thanks, Rollo. I'm down here at Simmons Stadium for the latest in sport. And on the weekend, Eric Nichols caught up with East Geelong coach Tom Perrott as they beat the Belmont Lions in round 3 of GDFL action.
Great pleasure indeed. And Tom, a very difficult day in very difficult conditions. The third quarter won it for you?
Yeah, look, it was good to, after a sort of a 50-50 first half, I put a challenge on the boys at half-time. I told them, look, we've got to come out, we've got to nullify their midfield speed. We hope to sort of bottle things up and choke them down, and we managed to do that. And, I thought our defence held up really well under relentless attack from Belmont, and our midfield was, just sensational today as well, and helped us out to obviously get the job done.
A couple of experienced players, Ryan Coy in particular in the third quarter. I don't know whether you put the challenge to him, but he played a magnificent quarter behind the ball and basically controlled it. Yeah,
look, Ryan is our assistant coach and our captain. I sort of went to him at half time. I said, listen, mate, I need a bit more from you. And, a couple of other fellas, I sort of, put it on them, like I said, just before, said, this is going to be a huge challenge. The third quarter was going to be like none other we'd played before. I thought that it was probably, as far as breezes go, I thought it was about 7-goal breeze. And I thought their first quarter was par for the course, and we just couldn't let another 7 in the third quarter because it was going to make things too hard in the last quarter. Everyone was tired, and I had a feeling that Belmont would put players behind the ball in the last quarter, so we had to sort of really limit the damage in the third quarter. We managed to, I think they kicked 2 and we kicked 1, so it's pretty good.
And the hallmark of a good side where you really went on with the job in the final quarter, had the breeze and probably outplayed them comprehensively because they really couldn't get behind the ball. Yeah,
we thought that what we had to do in with a lot of sides in this comp, and like basically with whoever you're playing, if you can move the ball quickly and precisely, you're going to be very hard to beat, no matter what the conditions, whether you're playing into the wind or against the wind, whether it's raining or snowing or hailing, whatever, it's 25 degrees. So we thought if we move the ball quickly, they'd struggle to get their big tools back in the hole, and we give our forwards like Josh Bowman, Lucas Murphy, and our small crummers like Andrew Challis, etc., Jake Mawson, Jesse Mawson, give them the best chance possible to put a score on the board in the last quarter.
Thanks, Tom. Now we're down to the Geelong Racing Club to speak to Development Manager John Dunn after Friday's synthetic racetrack meeting.
A day on the synthetic here at Geelong last Friday, and the punters usually keep Sheikh Mohammed's first starters safe, but the debutant 2-year-old Hazard got under their guard when he charged through on the inside to take out the JT Tixon handicap and paying $8 in the process.
They call me bold at the 300 metres mark, leads the way. Hazard off its back trying to come through, and now Angelic Light letting go. They're going after They Call Me Bold at the 150. Angelic Light's hit the lead. Hazard's trying to bullock through. Bit of a threat here. Angelic Light in front. Hazard driving up the inside. Hazard takes the lead. Hazard just in front, and Hazard a good tough win.
A patient ride by former Kiwi jockey Michael Walker enabled Blackjack Boy to chalk up win number 3 of his 15-start career. He had it last on the turn, pulled out, and he snatched the lead halfway up the straight to score a big win. Blackjack Boy.
Mr. Chuckle in front by a length on Intension. Blackjack Boy going for a run in between the pair. And Aristides running on. Blackjack Boy, he's relishing racing off speed. He's going after the front runner, Mr. Chuckle. And Blackjack Boy, the money runner, takes the lead from Mr. Chuckle. And Blackjack Boy, better today.
Well, the Admiral's return won his race, and then Zachary Quack made it a winning double for Heath Connors and, of course, the comeback jockey Darren Gauchi. Zachary Quack led all the way and said, catch me if you can halfway up the straight, and they couldn't.
Zachary Quack well clear at the 200 metres mark, 2.5 lengths in front, trying very hard. It's No Myth with See You Soon and Will's Power. Zachary's in front. He's still got plenty of Quack left in him. He's about 3 clear from the back mile. Mannered Rockets home, but Zachary goes home to win it brilliantly.
The Dan O'Sullivan trained galloper Inora was on trial at the 2,000 metres. The query was, would he run it out strongly or not? He certainly did, and proved far too good for his rivals in race number 7.
Race clear. Leonardo Express went to second from Coolers Hill. Ready Zuka, but it's Inora in front from Leonardo Express. 20 to go, and Inora punched right out, went home, won at 2 lengths to Leonardo Express.
And that's the wrap-up of racing on the synthetic here at Geelong last Friday. Big day's racing this coming Sunday, May the 6th. Whilst it's not Mother's Day, you can still bring out Mum for a magnificent 4-course lunch overlooking the track and give her an early Mother's Day present.
Thanks, JD. Another job well done. Now we speak to Newton and Chewell ruckman Sandy Robertson as the Eagles posted their first win over St Albans on the weekend.
Newtown and Chilwell's first win for the season. Sandy Robinson has been nominated by our commentators as best on ground, a great four-quarter performance. And from Promoted Trophies, let me hand you this as a token of our appreciation today from the Newtown and Chilwell supporters. Great game, Sandy.
Thank you very much, mate. Cheers. Yeah, no, it's just good to get a win on the board and, you know, get the ball rolling and, you know, a lot of work to do still, but, you know, we're first win, got the pressure off our backs a bit and keep going from here on.
Well, unfortunately, you had to pull out of round one against Barwon, South Barwon. We were looking forward to you playing in that game. So what was the problem there?
Oh, I just tweaked a bit of a knee. It wasn't much, but just flared up and pulled out. But you know, it was fine the next week, and we played against Leopold last week, and it felt fine. And you know, leg's pretty good now, so yeah, that's going well.
Well, you got your share of tap outs today, and you played well right around the ground. And I believe you're from down Warrnambool way. You've got a few mates playing in this side from Warrnambool, haven't you?
Yeah, a few South boys and Warrnambool boys, McCorkles and Jono and Jace and stuff. So yeah, there's a bit of a background there, but yeah. So yeah.
They all Matt Sully, of course. You all farm boys?
Not sure about the other boys. I am, but yeah, not sure.
Well, you've certainly made your mark here at Newtown and Chill. Did I hear you say to the radio guys that you'd also spent some time travelling around? That's why you're coming back to the game?
Oh, that was a fair while ago, and like after school, spent a bit of time travelling and working and stuff. But this is my 4th year, I think, at Newtown. So yeah, it's been good. Plenty of work to get ahead though. So.
Well, I'm sure the coach will have some very fine words of wisdom to say when you get back into the rooms, and he'll be a delighted man to get that first win on the board.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, as you said, like round 1 and 2 losses and stuff, so it's just good to get a win on the board and go from here. So
it was good to see the big cat too, Brad Ottens, putting a few.
Well, and he put a few through the big sticks. So no, he played well, and he got his jukes out and took a few big grabs, and it was good. A good team effort, I thought. So.
Well, let's hope you can go on from here, Sandy. You found your rhythm today, and let's hope you go injury free and keep that first ruck position going for Newtown and Chilwell.
No worries. Thanks very much. Cheers.
Thanks, Sandy. That's all we have time for in sport tonight. Be sure to catch us Friday for the latest with Chris Scott. And now it's back to you in the studio, Rollo.
Thank you, Mitch. And now for all the weather expected for Geelong and the Surf Coast over the next 6 days, let's look at the week ahead. Tomorrow, Thursday, will be cloudy with isolated showers and a maximum of 17. Friday will continue with cloud and isolated showers and a top of 16. To start off the weekend, Saturday will see partly cloudy conditions with some isolated showers and a top of 18. To start off the first full week of May, Sunday will continue with partly cloudy conditions, isolated showers and a top of 18. Monday will be cloudy with scattered showers and a top expected of 19. While Tuesday will continue with partly cloudy conditions, isolated showers and a top of 21. Today we saw cloudy conditions with areas of rain easing to isolated showers early this morning and a top of 16. That's the weather outlook for Geelong and the Surf Coast. Thank you for joining us on News Geelong. To one of our progressive young presenters who has now moved out into the big world of commercial television and journalism, the Flying Hawk, Nathan Curry. Happy 21st birthday. And remember, cuz, take your time and smell the flowers. From all the team at News Geelong, enjoy the rest of the evening and a very good night.